Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So I thought I would throw together a quick Nitro setup update video for the new week. And in large part, this is because it is, after all, the new month as well. So here we go. For this video, I will start off, as always, by covering the equipment farming results of last week. And actually, it was a pretty good week last week. In large part, because I managed to pick up my third King's Crown, right? That was the main highlight, that I picked up a third King's Crown. Last week, though, in total, I ended up getting 10 SSRs as opposed to 8. This does not, of course, count event items and so on. It was from the dragon runs and so on, and those things instead. So, in terms of gambling, I guess I should mention that first. I actually did all my gambles, and I didn't really get anything good, right? Bloody Melody, Hunting, Hydra Bow, yet another hunting, of course. 3 mirror armors. Sorry, what am I saying? Not 3 mirror armors. 3 armor gambles gave me a mirror armor, Galaxy Cloak, and an Aces armor, which was... I think I kept the mirror armor to upgrade one to level 50 on Freya, but the Galaxy Cloak, I think I also kept the Galaxy Cloak as well, in hindsight. But the Aeneas armor definitely turned into ore. As for the 3 helm gambles, useless. Twilight helmet, tiara, carbon fiber helmet. So, nothing really good from gambling. I mean, I keep getting more and more huntings to the point where I now have 4 extra ones, I think. But, you know, what can I do? Other than that, though, on Monday, I did 2 daily runs, one of which was a carryover run, so that I managed to do a Dark Dragon run that way. The Dark Dragon run gave me a hunting as well as a Blue Moon. The second run with Fire Dragon gave me nothing. But joint battles on Monday also gave me a Last Night in Seal Guardian, both of which were of course ored, right? Tuesday, got a Hydra's Bow from the joint battles. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday gave me the very critical 3rd King's Crown, as well as a tiara. Or, more ore, I'm not complaining. Saturday, carbon fiber helmet, or Sunday gave me 2 SSRs, yet another Seal Guardian, which is definitely ored, and a Purgatory, which raises it up to level 40 out of 50. I'm not complaining about that, I just don't know what I'm gonna do with a second Purgatory in truth, but, you know, at least I have another item that can potentially apply debuffs on the enemies. I have no idea. You know, it's one of those situations where I'll build it just in case I need it, but I'm not sure if I have any use for it in truth. And finally, the Timeless Trial gave me an Elven Ring, which is really useless. I should also mention, I did purchase a monthly... using my memory shards to purchase an SSR item, and I got a Slayer's Emblem out of that. So that one was an interesting choice. I don't regret doing it, and because I figured I might as well try to gamble to get more items, and that is why I do have 1 out of 2 limit on the SSR accessories at this time, right? With the runestone purchase as well, and that, you can see my memory essence has dropped down to 2530. Which is fine, because I plan to do a lot of summons once the Yu Yu Hakusho banner comes out. So, you can see here I've built up 70 Trinity vouchers already, and 6745 crystals. Very, very rapidly, in truth, because of my Gate of Fate runs, right? Currently, I am doing 3 Yuliak shards, 3 Juggler shards, and then I'm clearing out all the Gate of Fates I had stored up. So I think I worked my way through Serena and Wyler and Gizaroth and Sumere and Sakura and Wyler, right? I think the Harto and Lifany as well were definitely worked through. And despite going through all these characters so far, I still have Sigma, Lambda, Illustrial, Betty, who is new, and Claret to do. So still a whole bunch of characters to work my way through still. It's gonna take some time for me to finish them all up. Oh, and also, I am currently working on Iris. Right. So you can see here, I did 3 runs of her today. I'll finish her off tomorrow with these 2 runs, and then start off another new character after that. So, steadily working my way through characters, farming tons of stuff, but in addition to that, the other reason I got so many was because of the strategist rewards, right? First, being a member of I purchased the strategy squad gift, and which gave me 20 Trinity vouchers right there. And the second part of it is, of course, the monthly rewards, where this month I did get 2100 Trinity crystals, much more than usual. In large part because it seems like more recently some of my videos are getting highlighted on the Facebook channel. So with those video highlights, it's giving me extra rewards. So 2100 crystals there, that instantly boosts me up to 8845. Very nice bonus. Alright, so with pretty much most of my farming covered at this point, there's not too much for me to say. I mean, the main gear change was that King's Crown. I now have a King's Crown on Zerida and a King's Crown on Omega, right? As well as the third one being on Luna. So 3 King's Crown, very nice buff. I now have less use for Tiaris' Miracle effect unless I specifically need the damage reduction effect, because the damage increase is not as much of a priority anymore with 3 King's Crowns. In terms of the King's Crowns, ooh, Omega currently has no gear. Oh, because I think I temporarily threw it on Ferrokia to test it out. So let me just give it back to him. So, Omega, his King's Crown has a nice buff with 9% hit points, 8% defense, and 4% attack. One of the best rolls I've gotten in truth. Right? So that would increase Omega's survivability dramatically and increase his attack value. By comparison, Zerida's existing King's Crown, I think it has hit point boost and attack boost. Yeah, 11% hit points, 4% attack. It's missing out on the defense, but still a very solid one. So they both have very good enchants on their King's Crowns, right? Hit point buffs and hit point buffs. Other than that, I actually spent a lot of gold trying to roll for better enchants on Landius. Gold and scrolls, enchant scrolls, did not get anything really good. Okay. Well, I mean, the mirror armor now has a 9% defense, 9% magic defense, and 9% hit point boost. Really not sure how I feel about that. I would have preferred one of these to be 5% attack, right? Preferably the magic defense value, I think, but I'll take it. So overall, my Landius... Oh, I also rerolled a bit on this Overlord's badge. It now has 3% defense, 6% attack with 13 attack. So 6% attack with that 13 is basically 8% attack increase. A bit over 8%. With a 3% defense increase, I don't know. I need more rolls. Clearly, I need to roll something like 10% attack and like some hit point increase on this. Preferably with some defense too. We'll see. But yeah. In large part, I decided to roll Landius further because, well, my Landius surviving in PvE in PvP is critically important. So rolling for extra survivability and attack would be a good thing. I think that's pretty much everything I've done in the last week at this point. Went through all of my enchant scrolls. I think I had like I think 20 of them. So I went through like 100 SSR enchants to only get, I guess, 2 good enchants. I actually did see something ridiculous in terms of enchant values as a side note, but it did not help me at all because unfortunately it was a good enchant on the wrong item. So I'll briefly show that one. I had a few breeze scrolls where I rolled enchants on the Ragnarok that's currently on Elwyn, and unfortunately they did not pay off because I got this instead. Right? Rather than 11% attack, 2% defense, I managed to roll this amazing 14% int with 16 int on the totally wrong weapon. It's kind of rage-inducing when you see something like that. But what can you do, right? That's the luck of the draw when you keep rolling enchants. So, at this point, I'll just jump back into the game. Alright. So, other than that though, and actually, it's because of rolling all those enchants that I'm totally broke now, as you see. Other than that, I also... I know I did a whole bunch of class enchants, but there's just... You roll them so frequently that I can't really remember what I rolled, in all honesty. So, just know that I rolled a whole bunch. I think in particular, I started rolling for more skill on my attackers, right? So you can see here, Elwyn now has plus 38 skill from the arena bonus, and I pretty much made sure everyone who I actually used had skill increases in general. Here's Tiaras with 69 skill, right? Healers, Liana now has 59 skill here. I especially made sure all my healers had plus skill. So Iris now, for example, has a skill roll of 62. Chloe has a skill roll of 56, and so on and so forth. So basically, I'm making sure Omega cannot one-shot my healers, or trying to make sure that's the case. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's literally, I think, everything that I've changed in the past week. In terms of upgrading my training grounds, the huge limitation is actually books, epic religion manuals, and so on. So I haven't been doing all that much upgrades here. In addition, I've been prioritizing my upgrades into Flyer, Archer and Assassin, and Holy, while pretty more or less neglecting Infantry and Lancer. Infantry, Lancer, and Cavalry are all pretty much ignored at this time. So my focus is on the other three. I'll probably come back to these later, especially since, for example, I need to start upgrading unicorns for Yulia. Actually, on that case, let's upgrade this to level 7, since I have the resources to. So all 4 of these will steadily be upgraded. I think I will continue to ignore Lancer and Infantry for some time, but the huge limitation remains gold more than anything else. And yeah, and so in terms of gear, I'm still looking for the usual. I got the 3rd King's Crown, but I didn't get anything new. So still no Extreme Magic Bow, the list that I go through every week. I'm going to skip going through it this week, because I wanted to make this video shorter, so I can do other videos. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this information interesting or useful. And on that note, Nitro out.